Salutations, mortals and children of the night. I am the Vampire Otaku, and this is gonna be my Barnes & Noble slash novel slash Grail manga haul. I went to a Barnes & Noble that I've never been to before, and I was pleasantly surprised by the selection. They had so much manga, and I also met up with someone from Facebook Market to buy some pretty rare, pretty amazing mangas. So I have a lot to discuss, a lot to show. Let's get right into it. Here is the Barnes & Noble in Maple Grove, Minnesota. It's really nice. This is easily one of the nicest Barnes & Nobles I've ever been in, as a single floor without upper floor. It's beautiful. It has a very large manga selection and just a lot of mangas that I don't see in other Barnes & Nobles, or just a lot more volumes of that particular manga. We got so much Berserk, Black Butler. People don't talk about Black Butler, but I really enjoy Black Butler. Blue Giant, we got Clover, got Case Closed. We got some bangers here. We got the Death Note Black Editions, a staple. Needs to be in everyone's collection in my humble opinion. We got Delicious in Dungeon. We got the Duke of Death and his maid, which I love. Fist of the North Star. Just amazing selection. We got plushies. We got figures. We got Hellsing Deluxe Edition, very important. A lot of Gantz here. The omnibuses. Just a lot of really good manga here. Super impressed. We got a lot of JoJo, but everywhere it's got a lot of JoJo. It's not really anything crazy. As I look around, we have a neatly displayed box set area, if you will. We got Death Note, Bakuman, which I hardly ever see in a while. We got Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Dragon Ball Z, which usually gets bought immediately. I was very surprised to see it there. More manga, more manga. We got Mao. We got Apple Black randomly sitting there. We got Naruto, and when I saw Naruto, I immediately looked for Nana, and it was so much of it there. We got Parasite, the hardcover full color edition. We got the Dumpster Fire Rent a Girlfriend. We got Rose of Versailles, Seven Deadly Sins, Shaman King omnibuses. We got the Soul Eater Perfect Editions, the hardcovers. On the other side, there's so much manga. Got Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. We got Vinland Saga hardcovers, which are probably the lightest hardcovers in existence. They weigh nothing. We got the light novels, which thankfully have their own section. Manhwas have their own section, which I adore. In a lot of Barnes & Nobles, they're all placed next to each other. They're all within each other. You can accidentally grab a light novel by accident. They're not separated at all. So I really appreciate the fact that this Barnes & Noble went through the trouble to do that. This is a beautiful selection. So the first thing I want to talk about are the grails, the holy grails that I found off of Facebook Market that I got for such an amazing price. We decided to meet up at Barnes & Noble that I've never been to before, in a city that I've never been to before. So I was super excited about that. The book in question is Beck Mongolian Chop Squad, Volume 2 and 3. This is a manga about a young middle schooler that is getting into rock music and getting into guitar. And he originally was into pop music, and when he found out about rock music, it changed his life and turned everything upside down. And you get to see his adventures, learning about rock music, checking out venues, going to shows, meeting other musicians, and just being in a band. This is an amazing coming of age story. It's old, out of print, very expensive, hard to find, and in English it was never finished. So unfortunately, if you want to actually finish the entire story, you'd have to essentially read it digitally, which for me is kind of a headache. But this is one of the first mangas that I've ever read, and I'm just so happy to have a few more in my collection. Next manga I want to talk about is this one. I like the colors and design. This is In the Clear Moonlit Dusk. This manga was essentially recommended by the Omnibus Collector. He's one of my favorite manga YouTubers. I learn a lot from checking out his channels as far as what's coming out, older mangas from the 90s, because I started reading manga in the 2000s, the early 2000s, and he raved about this, so I'm really excited to check it out. I had my eye on it before, but I just never thought to check it out. Next we have some novels. We have The Interview with the Vampire from Anne Rice. This is the hardcover. Very shiny, very beautiful. This is Anne Rice, rest in peace. She's one of my favorite authors of all time. She wrote The Queen of the Damned, if you've seen that movie with Aaliyah. I love all things vampire. Another novel, we have The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice. Second book in the Vampire Chronicles series. Very simplistic but beautiful cover, hardcovers only. Next we have Fledgling by Octavia Butler. An amazing writer, and I've always wanted to get this in a hardcover, so very excited to get it. This is wrapped up in a box, so let's unbox it. Taking Octavia Butler's Fledgling out of the box, you can see just how beautiful the book is itself. Very beautiful hardcover, amazing art. Absolutely stunning. Next, I'm excited to say that I finished, or rather, caught up on a very important series to me. This is one of my favorite shoujos of all time, and it's always very difficult to find in stores and even online at times. It's sold out. People love it. Whenever you see a volume, you just have to pick it up right then and there, because if you come back the next day, it'll probably be gone. That series is Nana. Editor Vampire here. So I failed to say that Nana is in fact not complete. It's been on hiatus for a few years, but as far as everything that we have out right now, I have 1 through 21. So as of now, I'm caught up, but you know, if there's hope that we can get volume 22 or 23 or anything else, that would be amazing, because we all gave up on Hunter x Hunter and it came back, and we're gonna get volume 37. So there is hope, friends. But yeah, it's not complete, but it is complete. It's kind of funny. I had volume 21 and I think 1 through 8, and I was missing like 7 or one of those, but we have a stack here, and this is the rest of the Nana that I needed to complete the series. Very happy to finally have this entire series. I read it online, but for some reason reading things online, reading things electronically, just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't hit different like reading it from the actual book. So very happy to have this in my collection. Next, I grabbed Tokyo Mew Mew. This is the side story and the extras after the story. So with this, I should be completely done with Tokyo Mew Mew. I thought I wasn't, but it appears there was more. Very cute, very beautiful. Love the strawberries. Next, we have the newest installment in The Duke of Death and His Maid. I love this series. It's small, but just really packs a punch. There's a lot of content in here. Absolutely beautiful art. Really fun story. I took a break on it for a while because I hate waiting for new volumes, so I wanted to binge it. So I can't wait to read more of this. Next, we have an art book by the creator of Bride's Story and Emma. This was previously only a Japanese exclusive and maybe French and a few other languages, but we never got it in English. So when I saw this in the store, I was blown away. I was super happy that it was a thing and I had to pick it up. This is probably one of my favorite art books because I love pencil art and sketches, and a lot of the other art books that I own are polished and finished. And this one, you know, shows more of a process of, this was an idea. It's almost storyboard like instead of just finished product, which is super cool. Next we have Hunter x Hunter Volume 19. I, for the life of me, couldn't find this in stores anywhere, and I really wanted to pick it up in a store like Barnes & Noble or anything like that. And at this amazing Barnes & Noble, lo and behold, it was there. So very happy to see this. And last but absolutely not least, we have Call of the Night. This is volume 12. And I also stopped reading this because I wanted to binge it. I was really enjoying it and I didn't feel like waiting for more volumes, so I decided to just wait for multiple volumes and just catch up. I'll probably start reading this again during Halloween season. Keep that ongoing tradition to read my spooky stuff in October. Just the entire month just dedicate to spooky manga. I think that should be a thing. I don't know. So that is my haul slash manga slash novel slash Holy Grail. I hope you enjoyed it. I was super happy to find this Barnes & Noble. It has a huge selection for only being one floor. It was a great place to shop. Like almost the entire series of Nana was just there. I've never seen that before in the wild. And they just have a wide variety of, you know, hardcovers, different authors, a lot of graphic novels as well. I can't wait to go back there again and get more manga. That being said, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and tell me, what are you reading right now? I'm finishing Blank Canvas, and after that I'll probably start reading some of my new mangas that are only 1 to 2 volumes out. I'm probably gonna read Midnight Secretary next, and I'll probably read some other interesting new mangas, and I'll report back to you and see what I think of them. Peace.